We're back, The Jungle, your favorite weekly sports show. Got Naturel in the building, Be Strange, and you know, as always, please subscribe on the right-hand corner on the bottom of your screen.
Yes, please.
All right, so we want to get into this first topic, NBA. All right,
What's up?
Eastern Conference. Who's the second best team? Because clearly Milwaukee is the best team.
Clearly Milwaukee is the best team, right? So I think Philly is definitely the second best team in the East. To me, they have that championship type pedigree. They kind of they lost to the eventual champion Raptors. They went 7 games with them. They lost on the lucky ass shot. So to me, they do have, I guess, the players that it takes. Embiid and Simmons leading that up, of course. Now they got Horford to, I guess, make sure they're totally dominant inside. They have the biggest team in the NBA. Tobias Harris and Richardson are their 2 shortest players playing, I guess, 1 and 2, but then Simmons is the point. So to me, they have what it takes to be dominant on defense. They have the biggest team. They have the offense to go with it. Maybe they haven't played up to it so far early in the season, but to me, when it comes down to it, they clearly second best.
Nah, I won't go there. What I see is there's a mix of teams kind of bunched up around, hovering around. So you got Boston and you got Miami. And what I do think is Boston and Miami have better coaching and they're deeper from a player standpoint. So if I would go who's the deeper team, I would say Miami.
Okay.
All right, but I think that as far as who got better actual players, Boston. And I think I think Boston has the better coach. And I think that's going to be Philly's downfall eventually, your actual coaching, which has held them back for the last couple of years. I thought Philly had the best chance to go to the finals last year. I see no reason why they shouldn't have went to the finals. So I don't look at Philly as the second best team. I actually look at Boston with Miami right behind them.
That's interesting because you know what? I would definitely say coaching, out of those 3 teams, Philly has the worst coach, right? But then, to me, this is going to be a factor because it's a factor against other teams that I see Boston playing, their size. Their center right now is Theus.
Yes.
Now, Kevin Love's on the market right now. That may be a destination. If they could get somebody like that who can play inside, who has some height, who could play centers and power forwards, then I'm like, okay. But right now, to me, they don't have that person. It's Theus, and he's not dominant on anything. He's playing pretty decent, right? But their team is small after him. After that, we got Tatum playing power forward. So to me, big teams, and Philly's the biggest, you got Tatum playing Horford in the post. Yeah. No, like that's not gonna work. Boston doesn't have anybody to play Embiid, let alone even Horford. So to me, they're gonna, like, this is nice and they're getting away with this in the regular season, but in the playoffs, when it comes down to it, when you're just running the same play every time, you don't care. It's just about scoring. Yo, they're too big. They got nobody for Embiid, nobody for Horford. They don't even have nobody for Simmons going inside. Like, they're gonna, to me, it's a rebounding issue. It's a scoring issue. It's a defense issue. It's a whole shitload issue.
I could have said the same thing last year about the Sixers, and they still lost.
They lost to a team with size. They got Gasol, and Leonard was able to play power forwards. So that's how they were able to do that. Yeah, they have an end. Siakam's long. They have other people on the bench.
Well, then they'll lose to Toronto then. That's all you're saying to me.
Is that what you're saying?
I don't know what you're saying to me. Okay. Because at the end of the day, if that's the case, they should just flat out dominate. They don't. They haven't been.
We're gonna see. Get in the comments. Let us know who you think the second best team in the East is. Is it Miami? Is it Boston? We know it's Philly. Just get in the comments. Let them know. Ciao.
And we're back. The Jungle. Now we're gonna get into the NFL. Basically, the NFC least.
Oh wow. Oh.
So garbage. So terrible. But yet somebody has to win this division. Who's gonna win this division?
You know what? I just saw in the internet today, just because the Cowboys lost on Thursday, there now can be a 4-way tie for the division, 6 and 10. Oh, just throwing that out there. I actually do think it's going to be the Cowboys. The Eagles have it easier, quote unquote, schedule, but when Miami's part of that easy ass schedule, and you take an L to Fitzpatrick just carving you up, I don't have any faith in that defense that I had faith in. I can't say I have a whole bunch of faith in the Cowboys doing it, but I just think they have a game against Washington and they have a game against Philly. I think they're going to win that game against Philly. They can lose just about any other game. And Philly, it doesn't look like they're going to win too many games. It looks like the Giants have a good chance this week with Eli Manning against them. That's how pitiful it is for Philly right now. So I do think the Cowboys are going to do it maybe at 7-9.
You know what? I really can't. I would like to see Washington's schedule. Because you know what? Right now, I have more faith in Washington winning the division than those other two. Why? Because the insertion of Haskins at least gives them some like
the
momentum.
Emotional
Momentum to try to do something. Whereas the Cowboys' momentum, I mean, obviously they're the most talented team, but their momentum is so bad right now. And like I was telling you before, who's on the sideline riling up people, getting people riled up, or saying, you know what, enough. You know what I mean? Okay, they went down, they scored, enough.
Jalen Smith trying.
All right, but there's something not connecting there. And I don't know if it's the players, the coach, or is it Jerry Jones? I can tell you it's Kellen Moore in my eyes, because at the end of the day,
offensive coordinator, by the way,
the play calling in specific moments is beyond questionable. And I know that people want to say, well, some people want to say Zeke hasn't been running as well.
Yeah, I was about to say that next.
All right.
Is that his fault?
Let me explain something. This
cowboy vacation.
Listen, this situational football, even if you don't feel as though, if you give Zeke 25 to 30 carries, right?
Yeah.
And you feel as though, okay, you know, he's not producing as much. You know that your play action is going to work. You know that people are going to respect it at the end of the day. People are game planning for you to abandon your run. You understand? So then they're like, we're not even going to bite on the play action. We're not going to bite on all this stuff.
Hold on. Dak has grown this year. He has gotten a lot better from last year. So let's take, even though he's had some bad games in the past couple games, he still has gotten way better. I still expect Dak to get paid regardless of that. So to me, Dak, you want to blame Kellen Moore? To me, it's like you said, it's some disconnect. When you have a team with this much talent, you're right, it's something behind the scenes. It's the team not coming together. It's the coach is not connecting with the team. It's something on the inside. We'll find out more about that later. I guess it's gonna come out when the Cowboys eventually lose. But they'll lose, to me. They're gonna lose in the playoffs. It's gonna be in the first round. So they'll at least get there. And they're gonna get that home.
And also, Amari Cooper, I love you. You're a great player. But part of what's going on is why John Gruden got rid of you from the Raiders. He wants fiery people because in certain moments, it's not even about how good you are. It's just about your passion. You know what I mean?
You want to see him beating his chest up?
No, I don't want to see him beating his chest. But if somebody wants to challenge you, you say, oh yeah, well let's go.
But he still might be hurt. Like, he had foot injuries.
Yeah, but you see Hopkins is going to, even if Gilmore still shuts Hopkins down, Hopkins still going to come at him a certain way. You understand? Where you ain't going to just totally shut down. If I got to make one play, I'm going to make one play. That game, he made 0 plays. All right?
That might have been because of Kellen Moore or his quarterback.
And so that's why I say, okay, if I go to the players, then it always leads back to Kellen Moore. You see what I'm saying? That's why I give him the initial blame right there.
So, he's in favor of keeping the coach. Get rid of Kellen Moore. That's what I heard. Guys, get in the comments. Let us know who you think is going to win the NFC East. Will it be the Eagles? They have an easier schedule. But will it be the Cowboys who have that 1-game lead right now? Get in the comments. Let us know. Jungle.
And we're back.
Shit.
The jungle. Yeah. Now we're going to get into our NFL picks.
Let's do it.
Mo.
Let's do it.
What's good?
Okay. First one. 49ers at Saints.
Ooh, game of the week. from the rip.
Game of the week. I believe way more in the 49ers than Saints. The 49ers defense has been on all year. Jimmy Garoppolo, last game aside, has gotten it done.
Everybody knows Michael Thomas is going to get 20 balls thrown to him every game. And every game he does the same thing. You got Sean Payton and the better quarterback with the Saints. I pick the Saints.
Oh, the Saints. See, I ain't gonna not. The Saints are a good team. I just think 49ers had an edge.
Yeah.
All right, Ravens at Bills.
Oh, another game of the week.
Game of the week number 2.
Yes.
Real easy. Ravens.
Ravens.
Ravens. Bills are good though.
Colts at Buccaneers.
Oh my goodness. It's just because of Jameis Winston, is the most inconsistent quarterback I've seen in a long time. Wow. He can show up and throw for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns. He'll throw 400 yards and 5 interceptions. Where they play him on?
Tampa.
Or at Tampa Bay.
Tampa
Colts.
Bay. Tampa Bay.
Lions at Vikings.
Vikings so pissed at losing. Oh man, who's the Lions starting quarterback?
Doesn't matter. Vikings.
Broncos at Texans.
Ooh, I tell you what.
They got old boy playing for
Lock. Drew Lock is in there.
We do have faith in Drew Lock. Not the mother scrubs they've been throwing out
Yeah,
there.
you got faith?
Yeah, not this week though, but I do have faith in Houston.
Redskins at Packers.
Let me say this. Redskins have been running the ball.
You're right.
We'll run it 50 times if we have to.
We got 2 backs that want 25 carries each. Real easy. Packers.
Come on.
Panthers at Falcons.
You know what? Ever since they made that decision talking about maybe getting rid of Cam Newton, that quarterback, Allen, you've been playing like a scrub. I mean, I just...
When the pressure's on, they put the pressure on him.
Pressure on him, it's like, yo.
People thought they getting rid of Cam Newton easy. Oh, just get rid of Cam.
Are you crazy?
What?
Playing like a straight scrub. I expect the Falcons to win.
Falcons.
Bengals at Browns.
You know what? It's only fitting that Andy Dalton...
Are you gonna go with?
Andy Dalton.
Say it.
So Andy Dalton's playing, so I will
say
it. The Bengals are going.
The Bengals! As a Giants fan, I'm rooting for the Bengals to win. Yo, we need that #1 pick. We get that some trade assets, trade down, and still get young. However, bro, are the Browns gonna fall that far?
Yeah.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah. Bengals.
Dolphins at Jets.
It's like how is this?
I'm gonna have to keep it in. Oh my God. Miami! Wait, the Jets have been playing good though.
This one,
Miami!
nah, dude, they ain't playing in New York, right? I mean, New Jersey. Yeah,
Right.
the Jets.
Right over there.
Jets.
Chargers at Jaguars.
Do the Chargers really want to win?
Didn't they bench Nick Foles?
They did.
I don't know what to say.
Minshew Mania! Let's go Jags! Let's go Jags!
Minshew is actually a good quarterback.
He
He's
is.
a rookie.
Yes.
He looks like he's going to be the real deal. I go with the Jaguars.
Yeah.
Chiefs at Patriots.
Oh, another game.
Real easy. Chiefs.
I can see the Chiefs easily slipping into the Super Bowl. I got the Chiefs.
Titans at Raiders.
Are your boys gonna do it?
I'm going to pick the Raiders.
At Raiders, Mo?
But you know what? Let me say this as a Raiders fan. Derek Carr. What? These last 2 games, I don't know what's going on, man. You got personal problems or something because
His line need to protect him a little bit better.
But nah, he's just straight throwing balls to the other team. I cannot excuse his bad play. And with that, you know, Tennessee likes to run Henry, and with our run defense, I still got faith in the Raiders, but at the end of the day, Derek Carr got to step up.
I think Raiders is just gonna come through and win it. Tennessee has been hot. But I think the Raiders are gonna pull this off. This is an upset special.
Steelers at Cardinals.
You know, the Steelers shouldn't win no games. Who's their running back? Samuels. This is laughable.
But when you got a great coach that brings everything together, like Tomlin does, you always got a chance.
Let me tell you what Tomlin told him. Just throw the ball up to Washington. Pittsburgh.
Seahawks at Rams.
Ooh. You know, when they say MVP, you know, whether Russell Wilson wins the MVP this year or not, we can honestly say the decision that the team made from transitioning from it being a defensive team to basically letting it be Wilson's team was the smart transition. People always say, okay, well, they got a great defense, they got a great running game, they just was one quarterback away. Then they get the quarterback, it's the great defense and the great running game. No. But right when I saw Russell Wilson, I knew this guy's gonna be a Hall of Famer. Especially, this guy's a great quarterback, and that's the reason why they won Super Bowls mainly, because they had him. They had the other two before, and they didn't win jack. Seahawks.
I'm going Seahawks too. I think it's going to be a little bit closer. I think the Rams really got embarrassed, and they was like, okay, we have to try some new stuff. So the offense looked a lot better, but against Seattle, I think they'll take that.
And last, Giants at Eagles.
That's the Monday night game?
This one is going to be actually a bad good game. Because I'm going to love watching the Giants win and beat the Eagles. When you lose to the Dolphins, all right, and somebody just throws the ball up to Parker, just throwing the ball up to Parker. I'm like, yo, nobody, you don't even want to double team him.
Like
he's just to torch you the whole
like he's playing his kids. Like you play your kids.
Like he just threw the ball. Eagles are, I don't know, something is amiss there too. But it's not the owner meddling and stuff. Something else is amiss, and everything always ties back to Carson Wentz. But I don't blame him for what's going on. I just think they have a huge Super Bowl hangover going on. Yeah. And there's something there with Nick Foles just not being on the team. Oh, I picked the Giants.
Picking the Eagles. We're gonna lose this game.
You hope to lose this game so you get a better draft pick.
We'll probably win the game at Giant Stadium. Yo, we just, for some reason in Philly, we just are terrible.
Yeah, it's true, but this is like a backwards season.
So that's why we'll get them back. We'll beat them when they have a chance to win the division the last week. That's what's going to end up happening.
Get in the comments. Let us know what's going on. Who you think is actually going to blossom this week, or if you think our picks are always off. Now, get in the comments. Let us know. The Jungle. We're back. Now we're going to get into our favorite segment of the week, loser of the week. Now, Brown, what's the catch?
Tim, get in that ass beat. You're gonna loser of the week.
Natural, who is your loser of the week?
Man. And because they was getting their ass beat so bad, LeBron James got to sit and chill on the sidelines, got to sign sneakers for some fans, and then you got the Jazz announcers who already see this. Right, LeBron spills a little bit onto the court. Technically, was he on the court? Technically, he was on the court. Guess what? This happens with any NBA team. You'll see somebody kind of slide off to the side. Any kind of play like that happening. Okay, you want to put the spotlight on LeBron for that. For what? He signed sneakers. You get your ass beat so bad he's out the game. That's why he's out of the game.
Right.
If you want LeBron James not to do that, then be competitive in the game. And if your players aren't competitive, then that's something you need to acknowledge as, okay, listen, we weren't competitive enough to keep LeBron James in the game. He's over there signing sneakers, having fun, having a good old time. That should be inspiration. But then, no, you trying to condemn the man for this. No. Jazz announcers, you, losers of the week. Yo, find somebody else to pick on who's not signing sneakers for kids in your stadium. Yo, come on, really?
It's just,
and then you trying to paint a bad picture of the dude? Get the fuck out of here, man.
It's so shameful. It's just bad.
Loser of the week. Go ahead, son.
Loser so badly. Okay. Let's get into this.
Yeah.
Loser of the week, who is my candidate, strong candidate for losers of the year. The Knicks.
I would have never thought. Losers of the week? Really? The Knicks?
You went and fired the coach? Really? And what did you gain from firing the coach? What was the concept behind firing the coach?
Peace of mind.
Wait. You thought that the Knicks were gonna be doing better, huh? You thought that they weren't gonna be a lottery team? You thought that they were gonna make the playoffs with the team that you assembled? See, this is what happens, right? So you assembled this team knowing that you didn't have a correct mix of players to go to the playoffs, right? Everybody else in the world knew this, except for the people who put the team together. They actually thought that the Knicks were actually going to be good. Now, I don't know what universe, what transpired, you know.
They went out and got 5 power forwards.
I still don't know who your point guard is. So your point guard, Peyton, I mean, he's been injured. Smith, I don't know what he's been doing. And who is it? Frank
Ntilikina.
I mean,
he plays good D.
Oh, okay. And then
shots ass.
Who RJ Barrett's a rookie. Come on, he's a rookie.
RJ Barrett's their best player. And you know why they ain't playing Knox?
Why?
Because they said, no, you have to win. So he's been not playing the young kids. He said, let me play these young kids, let's build camaraderie. They said, no, play to win, play the veterans.
No.
They don't want to play young players like Knox. They want to play the 4 or 5 power forwards they got in free agency.
So you're playing Morris ahead of Knox when you could be developing Knox into a potential all-star. And it's not to say that it's not to say that Morris isn't good. We all think he's a good player.
No doubt.
We all think Randall's a good player. We understand this concept. But is the magnitude of your team good enough to win games on a consistent basis? No. Your team is not that good. So Steve Mills, what are you doing? All right? Aren't you in charge? You've been part of this for a long time.
Sound like he following orders.
Is it? Okay, well, whose orders is he following? I can't be James Dolan. Listen, I can go through the litany of so many bad decisions the Knicks made this year alone.
Just this year?
Just this year alone. It's been such a slap in the face. But yet, you know, people still show up to the Garden. The prices are just outrageous. You know what I mean? If people who outside the area don't know, you try to buy a ticket to get to a Knicks game, and you're gonna be sitting up there saying, how do they actually get away with charging these prices?
Hey,
the Knicks, please. You are the losers of the week. Please don't show up on this again, because you're gonna definitely be losers of the year. We got you again.
We're gonna have a losers of the year show. They're strong consideration. Wow. Very strong candidate in this loser of the year business going on.
So bad.
Guys, get in the comments. Let us know who your loser of the week is. We definitely know you could definitely rag on the Knicks. Feel free. Definitely feel free. Let us know. Again, thank you for subscribing if you are. If not, please subscribe, like, and share.